And Dick Fosbury, the man who made the high jump with the Fosbury Flop, has died at the age of 76.
So some sad news this morning that Dick Fosbury, the man who revolutionised the high jump in athletics, has died at the age of 76. He won a gold medal at the 1968 Olympics using his innovative technique of a curved run-up, twisting in the air and then clearing the bar backwards and face up, known as the Fosbury Flop, subsequently adopted by all elite jumpers, most of whom had previously used the straddle technique.
Did you ever try that as a kid?
Not with my back, not even as a kid. We've had a lot of people have been paying respects, though, haven't they? Paid tribute to Dick on social media.
Yeah, the Olympic and world champion Michael Johnson tweeted, "The word legend is probably used too often. Dick Fosbury was a true legend. He changed an entire event forever with a technique that looked crazy at the time, but the result made it the standard."
It's a great story, isn't it? Team USA tweeted, "He was truly an Olympic pioneer and a legend." That word used again. Team USA pays tribute to Fosbury's remarkable life and enduring legacy.
And Mark Sherman, the man who snapped Fosbury making that iconic move, tweeted, "So sad to hear of the passing of Dick Fosbury at the age of 76. I took this picture of him at the 1968 Olympic Games in Mexico City. It was the first time I witnessed the flop, now universally recognised as the norm for high jumping."
And Sally will be showing us how it's done a little bit later in the programme, right?
Or over the back of the sofa, yeah, perhaps.
Clear the decks!
No, I don't think so.
Dick Fosbury, the man who revolutionised the high jump, has died at the age of 76. He was the first athlete to go over the bar backwards, and it won him an Olympic gold in 1968. 4 years later, almost all competitors had adopted his style, a technique that is still used today by most of the athletes. Well, I'm joined by Louisa Pilbeam, who's our news correspondent, and you can tell us some more. So what exactly is known about this specific style that he helped to create?
Yeah, well, Dick Fosbury, I'll take you back to the 1968 Mexico Olympics. And what happened was this 21-year-old from Oregon in the United States, he strode up to the high jump and he went over backwards. So it's the style that we're used to seeing now. He went over headfirst, onto the mat. But incredibly, I actually didn't realise this, that athletes up until that time used to go over in a sort of hurdle style, like scissor style, which seems very odd to us now. He revolutionised the sport because this is the style that athletes take on today. But there was a furore at the time, and the spectators and journalists who were covering the event thought that it was a crazy way to do things. One journalist at the time said he looked like a guy falling off the back of a truck. He perfected this technique in high school, and he admitted in interviews later that it did look kind of weird, as he said at first, but it felt so natural. And he said that, like all good ideas, you just wonder why no one had done it before.
And so people from the world of sport have been paying tribute to him. What have they been saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. So he won the gold medal. He won the Olympic record, and his agent, who announced his death, Ray Schultz, said, "It is with a very heavy heart that I have to release the news that my long-term friend and client, Dick Fosbury, passed away peacefully in his sleep early Sunday morning after a battle of a recurrence of lymphoma." BBC pundit Michael Johnson, who was such a successful sprinter, of course, paid tribute to Fosbury. He said that he actually changed the course of sport. He said that he changed an entire event forever with a technique that looked crazy at the time, but the result made it standard. And I think that is the legacy of Dick Fosbury, that it is the standard now. He changed history.
Thank you very much for that, Louisa. Thanks for that.